how to find the percentage rate if it's not given to you. So prior, we'd been trying to find the finance charge. Now we're going to kind of work backwards to find the percentage rate. The equation's not anywhere similar. There's not really an equation. It is this table right here on page 196. Look at this table. It's a little ugly.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, the reason why this table is weird is because what you're looking for is the bolded numbers. Okay, the bolded percentages. That's the answer, is the bolded percentages. So once you find the factor on the table, the answer is there. You don't have to do anything further, so that's kind of nice. But to get there, we have to calculate something that is relatively simple to calculate, as long as we understand the concept. We have to calculate the finance charge per $100. Okay? Once we calculate this number takes us to the table. Okay? We calculate this number, the number then goes to the table. Okay? In order to calculate the finance charge per $100, we take and divide the total finance charge, or total interest. If they don't just give us that, though, we have to do an equation, and that is payments. Oh, I ran out of room. Hold on. I need more room than that. So we do payments times number of periods minus amount financed and that will give us the total finance charge divided by all of this divided by the amount financed. Okay, once we get this number right here, the finance charge per 100, we go to the table. And that is the answer, is the number you get off the table.
Do you multiply by 100 or no?
Oh yeah, and then you multiply all of this. I'm out of space. What do I do?
Circle.
There's no like space over here. You take
Give it a good little arrow.
times 100. Yeah, like it says in the book. The book gives you the equation right there. It's just that the book doesn't, it just says finance charge, but doesn't tell you how to calculate the finance charge. So this is how you do that. Because sometimes they just tell you, you pay $110 for 12 months on a loan that's $1,200. Find the finance charge. They don't tell you what the finance charge is. It just depends on the problem. So we're going to do both the check for understanding in here, and then we're going to do a few in the book too, so that you really know what you're doing. So that's the only concept for today. That's it.
I like it.
Yeah. It's just a weird table. Okay, so A says, Melinda borrowed $800 on a loan. What is that $800?
No loan.
Amount finance?
The amount financed, okay? So $800 is our bottom number. Okay, and it says that it had a finance charge of $78. So all we have to do is put the finance charge here. We don't have to calculate anything for that top number. Okay, find the finance charge per $100. So we're going to take this times 100. $975? Okay, so what this is telling us is that we had a whole finance charge of $78, but for every $100 that we borrowed, we paid $9.75 in interest. The table only works with $100 loans. That's why we have to break it down to $100 to then look at the table. Okay, so then what we do, this problem doesn't tell us to go any further, but we're going to. You take this number, and you take it to the table, this number right here, okay? You try to find 975 on the table. Let's do 12 months. It doesn't tell us how many months. So if we have 12 months, 975, what is the closest you can find?
973. I found 976.
There's 974.
Where's 974?
976.
It's on,
15
Top
plus
The top portion?
Yeah.
974?
okay, or, no, wait.
That's 774. I did the exact same thing, so you're fine.
976 on 15 payments.
But that's 15 minutes.
That's 15 payments. We need
Yeah.
12
Oh,
payments.
yeah, 12.
We're looking for 12 payments.
Mm,
973 is the closest?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay? So, 973, does everyone see that? This is the weirdest table ever, so I want to make sure you all see it.
17
So we take 973 and we just look up to the nearest bold number. The nearest bold number is 17.5%. That's the answer. I know.
That's weird, like goofy.
So today I was like, oh, I hate this table. I wonder if we could calculate it easier without the table. No. That's a big no. The table is actually easier than calculating it. And the book says that, but I just didn't believe them. Because that other table is not good. But this one is a lot easier than using the long way around. So in A, though, the only thing they're asking for is the amount financed per $100. So the answer to A is actually just 975. Okay, that's all they're asking for. And in the book, they're going to progress you that way. They're just going to ask for the amount per 100, and then later on, there's lots and lots of problems. Later on, they'll ask for the amount of percentage. Okay, so let's do B, and then we're going to do a few in the book. I know, there's a lot. There's a lot. It's just repetition. All right, B says that Chris borrowed $250. What is the 250?
On the bottom.
Bottom.
Amount finance.
Okay. On a 12-month loan that had a finance charge of $20. So they just give us the finance charge again of $20. Whatever we get from that, we multiply by 100.
8.
It's just $8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is 12 months. Let's go to the table. Find as close as you can to $8.
8.3. 03.
I think that is our closest. So $8.03 is our closest.
Yep.
Make sure you're on the right number of periods, okay? So $8.03 is our closest. So what's our percentage?
14.5.
14.5. Good. So in this one, they're asking the annual percentage rate and the finance charge per $100. So for every $100 that you borrow on a 14.5% loan, you'll pay $8. Okay. So let's go to, let's do number 11 together. Number 11 says, find the finance charge per $100. So are they asking for a percentage at all? No. And you'll know that they're not asking for a percentage because what's missing in the problem to be able to find it?
Finance charge?
No, they give you the finance charge, but
The rate for
The-
time.
the amount of time, right? They don't give us the number of periods. Okay, so it says a loan with $3,200, so that's going to be on the bottom, and a finance charge of $480. So we have to take that times 100.
15.
Just $15 straight?
Yep.
Okay.
I concur.
All right, good. Let's skip down to 13. I'm going to do one from each section. So you know what you're
we don't
doing.
have to do 12 or will we have to?
You're going to have to, yes, but we're going to skip to 13 for now. Okay, so it says find the annual percentage rate for the following loans. If they give you, it says $575 per $100 for 9 payments. Do we have to do this first part?
No.
No. You would get the same answer. If you did 575 divided by 100 times 100, you get 575, okay? So all we have to do is take 575 to the table. 9 payments, 575.
571.
571. Yep.
Yeah, that's going to probably be our closest. 13.5%? You can either do 13.5 or 13.5. It's the exact same thing, but I've had that question before. Okay. Let's skip down to 25. It's okay if your problems are out of order. You can just put them.
We do for like
Is it okay?
1 on 16 was like per $500.
So you do 2355 divided by 500.
Oh,
Yeah, times 100. Yep. All right.
25, you said?
Yep, number 25. This is why I did the long, complicated equation instead of just saying finance charge. Okay? So it says that Charles repaid a loan of $1,600. That was the amount financed. With 15 monthly installment payments of $116.40. So, how do we calculate our finance charge on that?
15 times 116, 40.
Yes, so we're going to take 116.40 times 15. We get 1746. Is that our finance charge?
No, we have to.
No, it's too big. That's way too big. We need a smaller number. So,
Minus 1600.
yes, we have to subtract out the 1600 and we get 146. Okay, so we take 146 divided by 1600 times 100.
Like $9.
913. So we go to the table. There was 15 payments. We're looking for 913.
906.
906 is closer than 923. Yes. 13.25%. I'll show you the notes here, Cord, in just a second. Okay? Questions on this? Okay, in your books, is number 29 crossed out?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cross it out if it's not. 29, you cannot solve. It's too big of a number, if I remember right. You cannot solve 29. Okay. Is it like aggressively crossed out? Okay. Yes, so you cannot do number 29. Starting in this section, I have the answers to all of the problems. So if you need to compare, I have the answers right here. And I believe for the rest of the book, I have the answers. Because last year I started writing in the answers in this unit, apparently. Okay? All right, so repetition is how you get really good at this. So we're going to do number 11 through 45. I know. That sounds like a lot, but it's not. Most of them are really rapid, really quick. You just look at the table.
That's what she says every time. Repetition's how you get good at this.
It's
and then
true.
That's how you know.
It's true.